Hello everyone and welcome to Simplex Cuisine, my proper if you did not know, and today I will make for the first time in my life a broccoli Reuben sandwich. So it's more or less a, regular like Reuben sandwich, but instead of, pastrami, we're going to be using broccoli. But as usual for these videos, I'm going to be showing you the ups and the downs, successes and the failures, filming you the entire process of me making this broccoli Reuben sandwich, and at the end of the video, I'm going to show you number 1, what it looks like, number 2, does it actually taste good, number 3, how did I do, and then finally, of course, do I think the recipe that I'm using is a good recipe, or did I mess up and it's my fault? But with that, sit back, relax, and let us begin. Okay, so first things first, this is a clean pan. It's just actually super old, super old, and I'm too lazy to get a new one, so it is clean, everything's okay. It just is pretty old, and it got stained over the years and years of being used and cleaned and used and cleaned and used and cleaned. So from there we have our broccoli florets. I'm hoping that they're cut small enough. I got really small ones and I have pretty large ones, so we're gonna hope that they're okay sized. Also, I didn't really measure this out fully, so I'm hoping this is not too much or quote unquote enough broccoli. But from there, this pan is also too small, but we're gonna do with it. I don't want to get another one out. So first things first is the olive oil. So we're gonna do 1 drizzle and 2 drizzle and 3 drizzle. Also, I have a stuffed nose, so I apologize if I'm sniffing in the background. And the dishwasher is going because I have a really bad habit of turning the dishwasher when I'm about to make food. So I do apologize if you can hear that and if it annoys you guys. But from there we have our minced garlic, or slightly minced, kind of minced. And then it's gonna have some salt and pepper. This is a very simple and quite easy recipe. There's not a lot of you could say tasking issues. There's not a lot of expertise you need to make this dish. It's mostly just for me, does it taste good? Also, I probably should say this, but I've never actually had a pastrami Reuben before. I've never been to New York City, and I've never gone to a restaurant that, is authentic and it makes Reubens, so this is kind of just also a introduction for me on how Reubens taste. I'm betting it's gonna taste really good because it just looks really good, but you never know, sometimes things change, and from there that's really all. So I just want to give you that little heads up. So yeah, I'll just toss this in the oven. Honestly, every time I change the angle for the oven view, it doesn't really make a difference for the videos, and also it takes a lot of freaking work, so I'm not gonna actually show you me putting this in the oven, but you have to just trust me, and it will get done, I promise. But with that being said, I'm gonna wash my hands off, and then I'll see you in 20 minutes, aka the next step. Okay, so we are back. We have the beautiful broccoli right here. They're pretty great, they're fully cooked and they're nice little brown bits, so I think they're great. There was no issues. There were some smells that were coming out of the oven that did smell a little weird, but I realized that was just the garlic baking in a weird way, but it's more or less okay, so I'm not gonna freak out that much. With that being said, we have our rye bread. I'm using seeded rye, and yeah, there's not a lot else to say about that. Traditionally, it's not supposed to be seeded rye. I apologize. I am from the Midwest, and I've never been to New York, so yeah. Okay, so we have our rye bread. I'm going to get the 2 pieces that will be the bottom slices, like so. Actually, this is a clean section, so I'm just put it there. And then we have our sriracha and mayo mix right here. I might have gotten a little bit too much mayo from my, extensive research, aka watching a lot of cooking shows. I'm pretty sure traditionally Reubens are supposed to have I think it's called Thousand Island sauce, something like that. So having sriracha and mayo is, I think, a little bit different, but I don't think there's any issues with that. Also, I have a lot of the stuff left, so hopefully it's good. I mean, it's sriracha and mayo. It's two incredible condiments coming together. I don't think it's gonna fail. Next things is our sauerkraut. So I hope it's not like watery enough. I tried to like drain it as much as possible, but it's still a little wet. So hopefully this doesn't like, you know, make any issues occur. And then our broccoli. So I think I got too much broccoli, but a lot of broccoli I don't think is a bad thing. So hopefully having a lot of broccoli and kind of like overflowing the sandwiches, it'll hopefully not backfire on me. And then 2 slices of Swiss cheese on both. Someone ate half a slice of Swiss cheese. Okay, so 1 slice. 2 slice, 1 slice, 2 slice. Okay, I feel like that's pretty fancy dancy. So that being said, I'm gonna bring this all over to the skillet griddle, and we're gonna start cooking this up, or toasting I should say. I did not put the softened butter on here, most because it's kind of cold in St. Louis right now, and butter can't, you know, naturally soften by itself, and I wasn't going to like, you know, microwave the butter, so I'm just gonna put the butter on the skillet and then we're gonna go from there. But with that being said, give me 1 second, I'm gonna rearrange you guys and let's toast these up. Okay, I'm so hungry that I am not getting my you know, lighting set up, so hopefully this is okay. Also, the griddle is a little bit too hot, so I'm hoping that that doesn't like, you know, mess anything up. But first things first, butter down. Yeah, it's browning already. Shoot. Oh well, we're hoping it's gonna be okay. So first things first, first sandwich down, push it on the side, there we go. Second sandwich down. Okay, so we're gonna let these toast up, and then I will get back to you when we have to flip them. Okay, so we're gonna try to flip these. I'm a little bit worried because there's not a lot of room. So, come on. 1, 2, 3, commit. Okay. Okay, actually, that does not look that bad. It actually looks really, really nice. I'm okay with that. Okay, 1, 2, 3, commit. Also, pretty snazzy, I have to say so myself. So I think that was a very successful flip. I'm a little sad that I forgot to put on butter on the other side, but we're okay. I think it is okay. Look at that beautiful crust. I am incredibly excited. I'm just gonna let the other side toast up, and then let's see how it actually looks. And here we go. Here is the broccoli Reuben. So I'm gonna just cut this up real nice. So it looks exactly what you think it does, but what it looks like is delicious. So I am going to take some pictures from my Instagram, and then we're gonna see how this actually tastes. I am incredibly excited. I think it's gonna taste amazing, and I'm just super overjoyed. But let's see if all my feelings are a valid, you know, perspective of what's happening, or just me being oblivious and naive. So give me 1 second. Okay, so we are finally here at the last moment. Of course, the taste testing. I am incredibly excited, but from all my talking, let's just see how it actually is. So just a minute. Number 1, first, what it of course looks like. So I'm very excited. And then with that being said, let's see how it is. Just a minute, just trying to. so I've just finished up the broccoli Reuben, so let's talk about what I think about it. So number one, I honestly really did like it, but there were a lot of flaws in it, and I think it's mostly just because of like how I cooked it, and then also a little bit of the ingredients. So I want to talk about that, and I think, you know, all in all, I really did like it, and the review, you know, my rating will reflect that, but there are a couple reasons why I don't think this is a solid 10, but I think it could easily become a solid 10. So let's begin with, you know, the pros of the sandwich. Number one, the broccoli is perfectly cooked, you know. It is tender, it is nice and like roasted. The toasting, of course, I love toasted sandwiches, so I think, you know, any toasted sandwich is probably a great sandwich, and this one definitely does not, you know, what's the word, fall short. It's really good. But from there, let's talk about the cons. So number one, it's a little bit oily. Like the broccoli is a tiny bit oily and a little soggy from that oil. So I think that if you cook this with like, you know, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, you will be totally okay. You don't need the 3 tablespoons. I think the 3 tablespoons make it a little bit oily. At the same time, I feel like the broccoli could be a little bit more seasoned. A little more salt would really make this good. I put quite a lot of salt on it, as you can probably see. So, you know, put some more on, and it should be okay. The pepper was okay, the garlic was okay, it just needed more salt. Also, I did not put enough sriracha in the mayo, so honestly I felt like when I was eating this, it needed like some more bite to the sandwich. You know, it needed something to like kind of like cut through the sandwich to make it a little bit more, you could say, diverse in flavor. And I feel like the sriracha and the sauerkraut more or less should be doing that job, but because there wasn't a lot of sriracha in my mayo, and also there wasn't a lot of sauerkraut, that was an issue. So put more sriracha and put some more sauerkraut. With that being said, I feel like if you could get bigger rye bread, that could do a really good job. Like I feel like this sandwich was a little bit too small, you know. It needed some more area to kind of spread out and put more sauerkraut on and put more sriracha. So if that happened again, it would be really good. So I feel like if those like few things were slightly tweaked and changed, this would be a solid 10 out of 10 sandwich, you know, because at the end of the day, it really is really good. My mom absolutely adored it. So with that being said, my review, 1 out of 10, 1 being it's absolutely terrible, 10 being it's amazing, it blew me away, I want to have it again. I would give this a solid 8.5. I feel like if you tweaked those things I talked about, this would be a 10 out of 10 sandwich. But the fact that there were very large, at least to me, flaws in the sandwich really did kind of like decrease my enjoyment of the sandwich. You know, I think like if there weren't those like key flaws, I would have been blown away and it would have been like no problem, a 10 out of 10 sandwich. But because of those flaws, the score has to reflect that. But with that being said, that is all for today. So of course the recipe will be down in the description down below, so check out it there. It really is a good recipe. I would definitely recommend it. But with that being said, I hope you guys liked this video. So of course, if this video, click like. If you want to see more from what, just subscribe. I hope you guys have an amazing day. I will say time, and as usual, goodbye. I was a little bit rushed. I'm a little tired, but it's okay. We got this.